Hey, what's up, guys? I'm setting up this room for me and Henry real quick. Post the link shortly, and then we will get started. So let me just set this up real quick. Got that set up right there. Today is April 20th, 420. Get this set up right here. All right, looks good. Let me just get Henry in here real quick. All right, send this link out to you guys as well. All right, he's making his way in. Yo, yo. What's good, Daryl? How's it going, bro? Or Henry?
Yo, what's
What do
going
you want me
on?
to call you? You want me to call you Daniel, Daryl, or Henry?
Henry's cool, bro.
All right, all good. Yeah, because I always see like two different names come up with your account. So I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I'm actually when we're on the sessions, I'm usually signing on my phone, so that's like the default name.
yeah, okay, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah. Now I'm on my laptop, so hold on. Let me make this little. There we go. Boom.
Ooh, man, how you been, bro? I haven't talked to you in a while.
I know, man. I told you what happened. So I
Yeah.
just been trying to recover from that, basically.
Mhm.
Just going through the motions, and trying to get back into the game because I took like 2-3 weeks off. And I've been working on those the FTMO accounts.
Yeah.
Um, Literally, like I've been like getting redos for like the past 2 months or whatever.
Oh, you just been hitting break even or
Yeah,
like
yeah.
in
Like
profit, but
I'm
not
like one time I was like up like 6 grand on it. I'm like, damn, I'm short 4 grand. I didn't want to push it and risk it, trying to just pass it off of that one, like a few trades or whatever.
yeah.
So and then a couple times I just just broke even. But I literally I just like blew that challenge like just like a week ago. I wasn't in the right mind frame.
Yeah, no,
So
it's all good. You had stuff on your mind, so it
yeah,
happens.
yeah. So just trying to get back in the game, man, and get to it. Um I was actually just looking at US 30.
Yeah,
Um
I actually just caught this right now. I caught a little profit off of that. I was using this new strategy that Josh showed me.
okay.
It's something that we applied during Asia session. It's like a little scalp. We only go for like 100 pips. It's like a
Okay.
really, really quick move. I actually entered it late because I saw it and then it was like halfway in profit right here. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take it, and I took it and it
Yeah.
hit. I was like, all right, perfect. Yeah, it's not something that I'm really teaching people yet because we haven't really tested it. It was something
Okay.
that he spot and he was like, you know what, this is a quick move we could take. So I was like, I'm gonna mess with it and then we'll see. But yeah, I just took that trade right there. I locked in like about 460 off that. And it was
Sweet.
cool because since it's a little move, it's only 100 pips. You can literally just take the trade and then set a TP because it moves so fast, so you don't really have to like touch anything.
Yeah.
And it hit for me real quick. This is something I'll probably introduce at some point. I've been using it for maybe like 2 weeks now. It's been pretty consistent.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
one
that's what I see that you're working at that 3 minute faithfully now.
yeah, because it's crazy. Like these strategies have been hitting like nonstop, and this is something that like I didn't even create. It was like Josh. I don't know if you met Josh. He's like one of the K2 members. He's been
No,
around
not yet.
YouTube for a while now, and he
Mm.
just like he was messing with the indicators, and he was like, "Hey, this actually works." And usually, I'm not really open to like listening to other people, because I'm like, a lot of people say that something works and it doesn't really work, but then like I started using it and I was like, man, it actually works. So I started using it. So now we kind of got a US 30 strategy for the 10-minute, and then we got one for the 3-minute, and then one sort of for the 1-minute too. Just because you know, sometimes there's no entries like on the 10-minute, and if you go on the lower ones, you can find the smaller moves. So that's
Yeah,
kind of
and
what I do now.
I'm actually like really interested in the lower time frame simply because I still have the funded $25,000 account, but I'm definitely looking to be able to catch more moves. You know what I mean? More moves and compound those small profits over time because I'm not really going, of course, for those big moves, and I'm not over leveraging for the funded account. But it's been like a slow process or whatever with
Yeah, no,
that.
definitely. I've been on the same boat, bro. Like today, I didn't take the daily entry. I wish I did, and I was like, man, I was
Yeah.
I didn't take it. I don't know if you were on the session earlier, but we had the daily entry today right here. The sell, man, it just came straight down like
Oh
super.
wow, yeah.
Yeah, like
I wouldn't even expected that. Yeah, I wasn't on earlier today of all
yeah,
days. Dang.
all days, right? Yeah, it was like nonstop wins today. Like on my, let me check my FT motor real quick.
Yeah, I did take yesterday's daily signal.
Oh, it
I
took a
got
long
out at
time, right?
I got out at TP1.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I got it at TP2, thankfully, because it ended up crashing like late at night. I don't
Yeah,
like holding it that late. We were holding that for a long time, and like once it hit TP2, I was like, I'm gonna pull out. I'm not gonna risk it.
yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yesterday was kind of crazy, but today was pretty smooth. Like we got that sell signal, and it went literally straight down. But the thing is, I caught the scalps down here. Like once it reached down here, I was doing it on the
Yeah.
3-minute actually, and it was perfect because I still caught. Let me see. Yeah, I still caught 1, 2, 3. So I technically, if you add these together, it's pretty much it adds up to the daily profits
Nice.
anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like less risk because you're not like freaking out and like, you know, wondering like, should I move my stop loss and profit? I kind of just let them hit TP, and then they just added up to what I would have made anyways.
All right, so Shawn, do me a favor. Could you show me exactly how you did that with the daily signal and then you drop down to the 3 minute? Like what are you looking for on
Oh
the
yeah,
low
yeah, yeah.
time?
No. So yeah, so they're actually different strategies. So you know the daily strategy already, right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah. So this would be the daily strategy. We look for the first signal after 6:30, which would have been this one right here.
Right.
The thing with this is the 3-minute entry actually came up at the same time as at the 10-minute, so we missed it because we were taking the scalp, and at that point it was already down here. So I was like, no, I'm not gonna hop into that because I don't want it to come back up. And I'm like, man, I should have just waited, you know, because it
Yeah.
usually comes back up. But today it didn't come up at all. I just kept going straight down and went straight to TP.
Yeah, that's
So I mean,
crazy.
it's cool. Yeah, but I'm glad because other people caught it, so I'm not complaining about it. But
Yeah, it would have
the
been nice
3-minute,
though.
it would have been nice. Yeah, it would have been nice because I would have been like stacking up so many wins this morning. But yeah, looking at this one right here. So basically, do you understand the 3-minute strategy or not yet?
I feel like what I'm getting from it is kind of just like a nice spin off of the pivots strategy.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. The only difference is they just take off 2 pivots because we just use 2 pivots for this one. But
Got
it's
you.
pretty much the same thing. I'll put the requirements here so I can show you what's good, and then we'll go over it. So this is a K2 US 30 3-minute pivot strategy. And it's actually a lot easier than the pivot strategy. So basically for this, you just want to confirm a valid K2 momentum signal. And then there's 2 different requirements for number 2. Like this is number 1, 2A is signal is breaking and closing past K2 pivots 3 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
Or if that doesn't hit, then 2B signal is above pivots for a buy or below for a sell. And that's pretty much it. After that, you enter on the open of the falling candle. And then this is going to differ too, depending. I don't want to put the TP stop loss because it's different for the sessions. Generally, we do 25.50. It's a negative risk reward, but the win rate is so high that
Right.
we're able to do it because I don't like, we rarely lose at this. Like we probably lose at this like maybe once a week. Like it doesn't happen very often if you're doing it properly. So looking at this right here, let's go back to here. This is the first one that we took. This was actually, yeah. So this would be the first one that we took right over here. So we didn't take this one right here because this was on market open at 6:30.
Mm-hmm.
So we would have skipped this one. Obviously, you could have seen if we took this, it would have been a loss, but we skipped it because it was on market open. So we waited for the one after it right here. So first requirement, we confirm a valid K2 momentum signal. Right here, we have a valid sell signal since it's a red candle with a red signal. So that's requirement number one. That's been met. Requirement number two, you want to confirm that the signal is breaking and closing past the pivot. So right here, it's not breaking, closing past it. So we skip 2A, we move on to 2B. We just want to make sure that the signal is below for a buy. I mean, below for a sell or above for a buy. Right here, we're looking for a sell. So this signal is below the pivots, right? So that's going to be 2B right there. And then after that, we're going to enter on the open of the falling candle. So right here, we're going to enter a short position. This is during New York session. So we'll do a profit 250 pips, stop loss 500 pips. Since like this strategy rarely loses, this is really just like a safety net, right? It's not really like we're not expecting to lose this trade. That's why the stop loss is kind of wide. Obviously, you can make it a little tighter if you want to, but we're not really entering this trade to think about losing. Like we're entering this to basically know that it's going to win. Right. So for this right here, we got that set up. You let it run. There you go, full TP, no drawdown. So we can
now would this be something that you would just use during the New York session?
It works best during New York session because it actually moves really quickly.
Yeah.
Asia session, so that's different. So right here we do 25.50. During Asia session, we usually do like 10.20 or 10.25. So we do a smaller little move. So instead of going for 25, we go for like 10. Because it barely moves during Asia session.
Yeah, so like right now I'm like looking at it and it's like, well, like around like, I mean, in like the past hour or so, it did make some type of push downwards, some move, but not much, you know what I mean? So yeah, that makes sense that the target will only be 100 pips.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm looking at this one right here. Let's see if this would have hit. So yeah, this right here actually would have hit this buy right here. So this buy was above. Let me turn on the other pivot. So this one over here actually would have. Yeah, that would have been good, that buy one right there. So if you took that right there for that buy, you would have just done a 10.20 for 100 pips and 200 pips for stop loss. And if that was the case, you still would have hit right there for that.
Wow, yeah, it touched it and then reversed right away.
Exactly. Yeah. Crazy. So yeah, during Asia session it would work, but you gotta obviously because it doesn't move as fast, you got to make it a little smaller.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because even if you took this one right here, I think this one would hit as well. Let's see. This one would have been close. Actually, this was at the swap, so I don't think you would have taken this one.
Yeah, that was when market first opened.
Yeah, usually you don't want to take when the market opens because stuff's moving up and down, and the spread's going to be wide anyway. So you probably wouldn't even be able to cover the spread if that was the case.
Yeah,
so we probably would have skipped that. Waited till like around now. Usually I wait until like after 5 my time. Are you on the East Coast, right? Or are you on the?
Yeah, I'm East Coast. I'm in Philly.
Okay, you're in Philly, so that'd be not 5. It'd be 8 p.m. for you. So like usually after 8 p.m. your time, that's when I start looking for trades because that's usually when the market kind of starts moving and then it's already it has enough movement for you to take some trades. So for New York session, I would do 25.50. Asia session is going to be a little risky, but if you did want to trade it, because I'm not going to tell you not to, because I've been doing it during Asia and it's been working. So it's risky, but you got to pay attention to it, right? Because you don't know if market's going to be going up or down. Or sometimes during Asia session, it'll just go sideways for like a long time. And then all of a sudden it'll just spike up or spike down. So like you kind of want to watch it because when you're scalping, you really don't want to hold the positions for too long, right? Because anything could happen like after an hour or after 2 hours. Usually you want to get out within a few minutes, like 30 minutes max.
Yeah, and I've realized that's the type of trader I would be anyway. I really don't want to I'm not getting into trading to like sit in front of the computer for hours at a time. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So
yeah, I'm the same way, bro. Like I've always been a scalper. The only reason I did intraday was for the signals because we can't really call it scalp signals. Like by the time that you exit the scalp, like trade's already done at that point. So that's why I did intraday. But realistically, I'm really a scalper. So
I feel like the even the intraday signals, they're not really bad. I feel like the risk is on point as far as like how many pips are risk on average for the signals, right? Because like the way I see it, even like you always say, like even with proper risk management, let's say somebody is just like eager to get in the trade and the original risk was 40 pips. If you do proper risk management and get in 10 pips late, you still only risking 50 pips and you might be able to manage that properly. You know what I'm saying? So exactly. I still feel like, you know what I mean? Even if people don't want to even if it's like difficult to like send out like scalp signals, or whatever. I think those are good enough to the point where people still can get some scalps in. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, you can even scalp. Like what I tell people sometimes, if you get into the intraday trades late, you can always scalp within it. Like
Right.
you can catch it as it comes up and then comes back down, or catch it on those pullbacks. Because usually, like a lot of the times, it doesn't hit right away. It usually backs up a little bit and then it comes right back to it.
Right.
So either way, I think scalping is where it's at though, because the thing is, when you're intraday trading, bro, that's the when the market can mess with you because they could do anything like tomorrow, and you're still like locked in a trade from the day before. It's like you never know what's going to reverse on you.
Mm-hmm.
So with scalping, it's like the market can't really mess with you because you're really catching it right away, and you're in and out with profit. And it's like by that point, they can mess with whoever they want, but they're not going to mess with you because you're
Right.
already
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, this was the first one that I took here. And then, what were you gonna say, bro? You can say something else.
I was going to say, yeah, I've been looking for like something like this, like strategies like this on lower time frames, because I'm typically like, even when it comes to like Forex pairs, I would want to only look for at the most like 5-10 pips anyway. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
I really,
definitely. Yeah.
like, I'm content with getting 10 pips and getting out of the market. You know what I mean? And I think well, majority of the time, if I'm going for more, that's when I start to like make mistakes and think too much. And you know what I mean?
Exactly. And like by doing that, you're not really you're risking the same same risk, but you're not as worried. I think when you're holding a trade for too long, that's where it messes with your trade psychology. You start to second guess trades, and you start to mess up. When you're scalping, it's kind of, you could set and forget it, and you're like, if it hits, it hits. If it doesn't, it doesn't. As long as the strategy actually works, you don't really have to worry about it, because you're like, all right, if this person's hitting and this person's hitting, it's got to hit for me. If we're doing the same strategy here. Yeah. So yeah, no, definitely. I think we're on the same page. So it was perfect that you like trading like this, because like every morning when I trade, that's usually the main time I trade. And I don't really I'll trade Forex throughout the day, but I'm not really going heavy on Forex anymore. I usually put like most of my trades into US 30, because I like a couple US 30 wins, but that covers like a whole week of Forex. And it's like, there's really no point at that point,
Yeah, so, bro. When I came across K2, man, I was just like, oh yeah, Forex is dead.
Yeah, exactly, right. Yeah,
it's dead, man.
Yeah, and a lot of the Forex pairs that people like to trade anyways are kind of similar to US 30. It's usually the faster pairs like GJ, sometimes like GU, something like that kind of moves quicker. Nothing like the like EG and stuff like that. Because I started to notice that a lot of trades don't even come up for those anymore, because they're just going sideways for the most part.
Yeah, I was trading like GN and EN like pretty heavily.
Yeah. And anything crossed with the GBP, anything crossed with the AUD or NZD, those move pretty quick. Like GA and those are cool. I don't really like messing with like any of the CHF pairs, bro. CHF pairs, those are.
Yeah, A Swift always kicked my ass for some reason.
Yeah, you're not the only one, bro. It's me and like pretty much everyone else in the group. So I try to stick away from those, unless it's like USD CHF. That's probably the other main one.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, cool. So yeah,
what was that? You got a current signal, recent signal, or something like that? What's that?
Let me see. Yeah, 3 minute actually. Let me pull it up real quick. Yeah, we got a 3 minute right here, but it's not going to be a valid entry because it's got to be. Yeah, if I just let me go back to here.
So in this case, we would actually be looking for the sell setup.
Yeah, pretty much the sell setup, or we would wait for it to swing above. So
okay, right.
Yeah, we either want it to swing above. So like, for example, here, if I was looking for an entry here, like for a buy, I would want it to probably swing above and then come back down, and then catch it as it swings back up again.
Gotcha.
Just to confirm that it's moving in that direction. But yeah, right here, this would be cool, because even if we get a buy signal right here, then I would still wait for that sell signal and then catch it as it comes back down even further.
Okay. Now, do you ever like consider the SR levels?
Not for scalping, because for it depends. If you're doing do you know the 10-minute snipe strategy?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you're around. Yeah. So for this, I would consider the levels, because we're looking for rejection points. But for this one right here, the 3 minute, since we're going for a small move, it's not really that big of a move. We're mostly just going for momentum. So we want to see when momentum is pushing in a direction, and then that's where you catch that scalp for like. And especially right now during Asia session, we're only trying to catch like 100 pips, so it's not really that much. because you can see here, like most of these signals here, if they go like in the direction of the trend, you can catch some pips right there, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And it's easy. It's like, you know, you see a sell signal, it's going in the direction of the trend. It's like you just
Yeah.
type in real quick.
Yeah, and it definitely, you know what I've noticed? US 30 definitely it does a nice little push between like 2:30 p.m. my time and desk change like 4:50 before market closes.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know if you did you notice what I was talking about in the live sessions, like around 10 o'clock? That's usually where it starts to shift.
Right.
Did
Oh
you,
yeah, that's 10 o'clock your time.
yeah, yeah, 10 o'clock my time. So
Right,
that's
right. Yep.
1 o'clock your time. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Around
Yep.
that time. Yeah, if you look at it, it's like every day, bro. It's like, I don't know like what it is. Well, I mean, obviously we know because it's like lunchtime, but like every day, like right here, this is like 6:30 at my time when this would be 9:30 yours. Like price goes down. And then as soon as it hits like 1 o'clock your time right here,
Mm-hmm.
that's where you're talking about that shift, right? Where it just
Yep.
shoots up that way. And you catch that buy signal right there, like as soon as it hits, and like that's money right there.
Yeah, that's money.
Yeah, and it happens every day, bro. It's crazy. Like I didn't really, well, I noticed it before, but I never really looked into it. You know, I was kind of like, oh, this is when the market moves weird, so I'm not going to trade. But now that I noticed that it actually moves a certain way, I'm like, oh man, I could make, you know, I could do something about this and use it to my
Yeah,
advantage.
seriously. Yeah, seriously. I was noticing it when I was working or whatever. Damn, I got my sweat stain all in the camera. My bad. No, see, I noticed it when I was working, right? And I used to get a little frustrated because every time I would like clock out at 4 and then I would get in the house around like 4:30, I would notice I'm like, dang, I missed some nice moves. In between that time
Yeah.
of me trying to get ready to leave work and then getting home, I'm like, man, that was some profits right there, some moves that I could have taken.
Yeah, yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, no, I started noticing it because that's usually the time where I just take a break, where I'm like, all right, I got to take a break for lunch or whatever. And then I realized I was like, man, I should just be on the charts a little longer, or just like for a little bit longer to see if there's some sort of signal that comes that way. So what I
Yeah,
started to notice is, you know, like sometimes we have some loses for the daily entries.
yeah,
I started to notice that like if we don't have an entry throughout like the entire session, like say if it's like if it looks like a bad entry or if it doesn't look like it's going in the right way. Like for example, right here, I started to notice something like on this day right here, we got a buy signal, but price was already going down. Like it was already in a downtrend
mm-hmm.
when that happened. So I noticed that like when the market opens, price usually goes in that direction for that half of the day. So if I saw this right here, I probably would have just skipped it. And then I would have just waited for it to like I would probably wouldn't even take this one right here. I would just wait for 10 and then I would take this one over here because you know,
Ah,
yeah, because yeah, usually if it comes down like this and you see an opposite signal,
yeah,
it's probably not going to play out. So
yeah.
I started to notice that now, so I'm starting to use that as my advantage, whether I want to take a trade or not.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's smart, man.
yeah. I mean, because I trade like US 30 is the main thing I trade, and I trade it every day, so I start to see these patterns like every day because the same thing happens almost every day.
Right.
Yeah, so
That's dope, man. All
yeah.
right. So now what's this 1 minute strategy? Is it like something like the 3 minute and you just
Exactly. Well, yeah. So this one is actually it's a little different too. Like, well, it's something that I just thought about today actually because I did it today. That's how I made the other profit. So like for example, right here, if you look at my profits, I actually had like multiple profits. So I got like one, two, three, four. Yeah, I had four this morning. So if you look here, there's actually only two entries that happened right here. So there's one right here, and then there's one right here. And I don't think I took this one because I already went offline around like nine something. But
mhm.
so there was two right here. These were the two that I actually caught right there. So these are two of my wins that I caught right here. And I started to catch on because, you know, obviously we do the same thing every day. So I started to catch on. I was like, you know, what if I do this on a shorter time frame if I'm trying to catch a better one? Because the thing is, everything kind of lined up. We saw the 10-minute today. We had that sell right there. So I was like,
Yeah.
the bias is going to be a sell. Like we're obviously going to be looking for sells all day today. So I was like, if we're looking for a sell on the 10-minute, I'm taking these right here on the 3-minute. I was like, man, I want to lock in some more profits before, you know, the end of the day. So what I did was I went on the 1 minute and I did the same thing. So I went over here to, let's see, 6 o'clock. Okay, yes, this is the one I took right here. So I did the same thing. I just changed the, so it's the same strategy right here, just 1 minute variation. I did the same thing, but I just changed the TP stop loss from 25.50 to 20.10. So like right here, I took that one right there, and I also took this one over here.
Nice.
And it's a quick move. It's only 10 pips.
Yeah, that's a quick move.
Yeah, so literally what I'm doing is
Less
I'm
than
not
a
even
minute.
putting I'm not even putting the TP stop loss. I'm literally like, when I see it close right there, I hit sell, and then I just let it play out. And then once it comes down, I just close it out. And I'm
Got you.
good.
Got you.
Yeah. So if you want to do that, I mean, it's still new and I haven't really tested it yet. So I don't, I can't say 100% it's solid.
Yeah.
But
No, I feel like I pretty much get the concept of scaling in. You know what I mean?
yeah, because it's pretty much the same strategy. It's just that you're going for a smaller move. But I did look at it. Like if you look over here, it keeps going on like down here as well. There's a couple cells right here. No, my bad. My dog's like,
no, you good.
he's weird, man. He's just rolling on the car. I think he wants to play right now, so he's just growling at me. But yeah, it's the same thing. But right here, another entry right there. I don't know if this would have hit, maybe.
Now in that situation, because you don't have a stop loss or TP and like set, are you holding on to that through that consolidation right there, or are you manually closing out at a certain point?
So right when it hits TP, I just close it out. I don't even think about it. I mean, you could.
I didn't even notice. Yeah, it hit TP already.
Like really quick, yeah.
Yeah.
You could just put a TP if you're quick enough, but I don't really I'm not familiar with MT4 like that because I don't really use it too much. So when I do take a trade on the 1 minute, I'll enter it, and then as soon as it hits TP, I click close out and I just take my profit. Because when I'm doing this, I'm actually taking a bigger lot size because it's only 10 pips, right? So I would take like a 5 lot for the 3 minute. And if I go on the 1 minute, I'm taking the 10 lot. So if I'm doing 100 pips right here, I'm locking in the same amount. That's why my profits here are the same, even though they're a smaller move. It went from 835 to 822, but that was because I increased the lot size from 5 to 10. But yeah, looking at it right here, I mean, they all literally all of them hit.
Yeah, they all hit 400. Yep.
Yeah, easy. And then this right here too, I think this probably would have hit as well. Yeah, this would have hit too, right there. Pretty solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one might have been a
loss.
Yeah,
that would have been a loss. But
yeah, but usually once it hits 9, that's usually where I stop. Because like you were mentioning, once it hits 1 o'clock your time, that's usually when it starts to shift. So you can see the shift happen right here. So that's where I stopped messing with it.
Got you.
So yeah, I mean that's pretty much it, bro. It's really simple. These are pretty much the main ones that I use. There's another one that I'm working on right now. It has to do with order blocks, but it's kind of hard to apply unless you know how to identify order blocks. So what I'm doing right now is
I've actually been right there to the left. Can I annotate real quick?
Oh yeah, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of studying and getting into order blocks or whatever.
Yeah, what I'm doing now is I'm trying to develop, because it's hard, I know you because you've been studying it, but it's kind of hard to teach a beginner how to identify order blocks. So
yeah, I see we have one right there.
Oh yeah, no, 100% right there. Yeah,
you know what I mean. And what I've learned for those, you would pretty much, let me see, can I draw a line? Where is that? All right, cool. I'm eyeballing 50%. And that'll pretty much, that's the entry right there at that 50% level of that order block to take that downward.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah. So what I'm doing with K2 is, since you already seen that the momentum indicator, whenever we get something, usually is in that direction for a certain amount. So what I'm doing now is I'm looking for order blocks, and then I'm catching as price bounces off the order block, and then I'm entering kind of late because I'm looking for that momentum signal, but it gives me that confirmation where I feel comfortable, that it's actually going to drop. Because even though there's an order block there, there's no guarantee it's going to for sure drop, but odds are it's probably going to drop,
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I'm working on now. Until I get that indicator done. Oh, we got an entry right here. I might even hop into this.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I'm on it with you, bro. I already have my MT4 open.
Nice. Yeah, usually I put 20 for the stop loss, but sometimes I put 25 just to have some cushion
Mm-hmm.
because the spread's a little wider. But we'll see. If this closes right here, I'll hop in real quick, just like a quick little buy, and then we'll see what happens with that. And it's exciting, bro. Like now that we've been hitting like so many profits, I don't know if you've been seeing everyone's profits, but like everyone's been like on point with it ever since they started picking it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, like people have been
Yeah,
doing
like I
that.
said, I've been taking off like the past 2-3 weeks or whatever, but I've been still like seeing the profits. I see the notifications, I check out the group or whatever, and I see the results, man. I see it's there. And
Yeah.
I saw it was even before my hiatus, I saw that, the strategy is there.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like people have
Yeah,
been
it's
doing
almost
better than
foolproof, you know
me.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know, right? And like it even amazes myself, bro. Like when I see people's results, I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Like people are really locking in that much profit doing what I'm doing too. So it gives me that confidence where it's like, if they're doing it, why can't I do it?
Right.
So it pretty much like now I'm kind of moving towards away from mentoring and more so just trading, but doing like group mentoring because everyone kind of has the same question. So it's kind of better to just do it together so everyone can
Yeah.
get together and ask questions, and then so I can focus on my trading too. Because it's like, man, when I see people locking more profits to me, I'm like, damn, that could have been me too. But
And right.
it's all good. Yeah, but it's all good because I usually do mentoring sessions in the afternoon, anyways, Asia session, so it doesn't really bother me too much. But when I do trade during New York session, that's usually where the real money is for me because it moves so
Okay.
quick where you don't really have to think too much about it. Because during Asia session, it's like this right here. Like this looked like it was going to be a solid sell, but it just swung all the way back. So what I kind of see happening right here for US 30s, this is probably just going to go sideways for a cool minute. Right there. And right there.
Okay.
It's probably just going to consolidate and range within there for a bit. Probably around like, what I started to notice is like around like, so let's see, it's 1800 right now. Around 8 o'clock my time, around here, this is where it starts to pick up a little bit, like
Okay.
slightly. Actually, not 8 o'clock, maybe like around 10 my time. So like 22. So usually I see it consolidated a bit right here. And then around this time, it starts to pick up a little bit because we're getting close to like London session. So
London,
that's
yeah, I
when,
was about to say that's like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock my time.
yeah, London would be right here. So it'd probably pick up a little bit right here. And then we start to have that London breakout, like right before London open. So.
Okay.
Yeah. So like, yeah, right here, if I'm going to scalp, even if I was to scalp something right here, you can see it's only 10 pips. So even if it was just consolidating, that's why I have the safety net right here. Because even if it is consolidating, you can catch that profit and it's probably going to, you might go into some drawdown right here. But since it's consolidating, just going to bounce back down. You know what I mean? Like it could go straight to profit. It could go straight to profit, but if it doesn't, I'm not too worried because if it consolidates, it's probably just going to come up, bounce off there, come back down. And if I get scared, I can just exit and profit if I really wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. Good stuff.
Yeah, man, it's been fun, bro. I'm glad
I didn't really have much to come on here and ask,
of course,
just
bro. Yeah,
want to get on with you finally, you know what I'm saying?
yeah. No, we've been trying to do this for it's been months now, bro. I think we've been trying to do this since you first joined. Yeah, and that's all good, man. But if you do have questions, I'm here to help you out, bro. Because I want you to get back on track with everyone else. Because it's like, it's crazy. It's like it makes no sense for people not to be profitable with K2. If people are doing this every day, like I started to notice, like I went through the results and stuff, and I don't think there's been one day where at least a few people have been profitable. And it's crazy because sometimes, like some days, like I'm not even trading, and people are still setting profits like all throughout the day. So I'm like,
yeah, that's dope, man.
yeah.
I see all the notifications. I'm like, man, that's why I already like I told you, I gave them my 2 weeks. I've been out of work and this is all I'm trying to do, this is it. So
yeah, no, you're still doing FTMO, right?
Yeah, I have my I still have my 25K account
Nice.
that's funded or whatever, and I'm planning on getting another 100K account or whatever, get another challenge as soon as possible or whatever. But I mean, I don't see any other way. FTMO is the way to go as far as I'm concerned. So
Yeah, exactly. Like
It makes sense.
the best part about it is like there's no risk, bro. Like
Right.
if I was trading my own account, I don't know if I could be risking like a couple thousand per trade, bro.
Wow.
I'll be sweating every trade. But like, since we're doing with FTMO, it's like if I even if I was like I don't not that I think I'm gonna blow an account, but if I do, you just go and do another challenge, you know. And the thing
Yeah.
is like a lot of people think the challenge fee is a lot, but in reality, it's not because once you get your first payout, like you get your refund plus you get
Right.
you know, that one payout probably covers like how many attempts that you already did.
Right.
Yeah. And yeah, a lot of people don't see the bigger picture, right? You know, a lot of people are like, oh no, that's like it's a rip off, but it's like in reality, it's not because you can trade how you really want to, and you don't have to worry about your bank account going to zero like your actual bank account.
Right. Right. And definitely, I remember we spoke a little bit about setting up the S corp and all of that, like doing it the smart way. You know what I
Oh yeah,
mean?
yeah, no, bro, I'm doing like I'm already doing that right now. So like, yeah,
Yeah.
if you want to talk more about that, or if you did you start that already?
I already have the documents. I just need to fill them out and to send them in. That's about it.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, you guys don't have it online in
Yeah,
your state?
they have it online. But I went downtown and got the papers.
Okay, okay, yeah,
So
'cause, yeah, in California it's just all online. Like we don't even have
okay,
it's like bro, it's so easy here. I mean the cost to have a company here in California is more expensive, but it's so easy. It's like signing up for a website, bro. You go in there, you put in your information, and then you just pay the fee. The fee's expensive though. Here in California, if you want to have a business, it's like you got to pay like I think 280 to start the business, and then
yeah,
here they tax you on everything, bro. Like here they tax you a franchising fee for your even though it's not a franchise, it's just called a
yeah.
franchise.
I was about to ask like why.
Yeah, it's just California, bro. They need their money, you know. So every year you got to pay them 800 for nothing, for like literally nothing. And if you don't, they're gonna hit you with that late fee, and it's like, man, because I got hit with the late fee last year because I paid it like a month late, or it wasn't even a month late. It was like a week late because I forgot about
Yeah,
it, and it was a late fee, and I was like, damn, like I got to pay that, and then the late fee on top. But
yeah.
you know, I guess it's because of convenience. You know, they do everything automated here, so it's easy. But then they charge you all these extra fees.
Now is that a tax write off? Being as though these fees you have to pay is technically what you need to keep the business going.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. It is. So yeah, as long as your business is making money, then it's all good. You know, that's why I don't really
Yeah,
complain.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I don't really complain about it. And it's the same with like FTMO. So like once you do with FTMO, your FTMO account's actually tax write off too because it's for the business, right? Your business is not going to make money unless your FTMO is making you money.
Right.
So technically, you could keep doing as many FTMOs as you want, and then you'll just keep, you know, once you start making money, it'll offset your tax liability at the end of the year.
Got you.
Yeah, because it's literally that's literally what your business is based off. So, you know, you could write off a lot of stuff, your computer, your FTMO challenges, like as many challenges as you want. So you can literally keep trying FTMO until you finally pass, and then once you hit it big, and then instead of paying taxes on those, you know, on those profits, you're just gonna deduct that from your challenges that you paid for.
Yeah, I gotta get that set up immediately.
Yeah, you should get that set up like right now, bro.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, if you could, you know, if you could, I would because, well, actually, you could still write stuff off it. They're called operating expenses. Like if you like YouTube like operating expenses,
Mhm.
what you could do is you could still write off stuff that you use to set up the business, which would be the
Right.
FTMO account. So you can do it like later, but yeah, definitely set up your business, get a business checking account, get a business credit card, and then just charge everything in your card because you want to have separate books. You don't want to mix that with your personal because
Yeah.
that's how the IRS gets you later on. They're like, oh, well, if this was on your personal account, you know, why is it on your personal if it's for your business? So, yeah, man, like that. There's, you know, it's a full circle, bro. Literally full
Yeah.
circle with the money. And then when you do with FTMOs, they pay you through an invoice, so it's not technically taxed as like capital gains. It's it's like self-employment uh, profit basically.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is
because
that something like independent contractor?
yeah, it's a
Okay,
1099.
got you.
So they pay you through an invoice because you're basically doing a service for them since you're technically not you're not trading a live account. You're technically
Mhm.
trading a demo account, and then you know they copy your trades and whatnot. So
Right, right.
you don't get taxed the same way. So that's another reason why I like FTMO. A lot of people don't understand the whole tax game. So people
Mhm.
always hate about that. People always like, why don't you just trade your own personal account if you're so good? I'm like, well, man, you don't know the tax game, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know. if you trade your personal account, you got to pay capital gains on those profits. Like people just don't understand that, but I mean, it don't matter. Doesn't affect me, you know?
Wow. I mean, what's the saying? The will has been created, or you know what I mean? You just have to use it.
Yeah, exactly. Like I put a lot of time in education, like in educating myself on business, educating myself on taxes. So I know like my ins and outs with this stuff, and literally everything I do, you know, there's a reason behind everything I do. Literally, like if I'm buying a brand new car, that's gonna be a business car, bro. You know?
Yeah.
You know, there's a reason behind everything. If I'm gonna go out to eat, I'm gonna go out to eat and talk about business, bro. You know?
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, exactly, man.
The business dinner.
You gotta revolve everything around the business.
Yep.
Yeah, because in reality, it is helping. You know, like if I go out and I go buy some random people some drinks, I'm gonna be talking about K2. Like, yo, you need to get on this K2 thing.
Yeah.
and then on top of that, it becomes a tax deduction because you're talking business. So there's a lot to learn, bro. But yeah, no, definitely. Once you get that all set up and you have some questions and stuff, you know, I'm here to help you. It's gonna be different, obviously, because you're located in Philly. But there's a website that you can go to. For that, it's called like LLC University. I don't know if you've ever heard of it.
No, I haven't actually.
Yeah, if you go on that website, you could actually they got all the information for your state. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick before we get off this. Actually, let me wait for this to close real quick. I want to hop into this little cell.
Yeah.
It's gonna be risky because it's gonna be like right here at that area, but I'm probably still gonna take it anyways. Let's see this right here. Did I get into it? Oh yeah, I'm into it. Okay, cool. So I'm in this trade right here for a sell.
My MT4 is frozen.
Oh, it happens to me all the time, man. I hate that. I hate when that happens. Let me see. I'm just gonna get this set up right here. Let's see. 33812. Oops. 33812 minus 15. 72 minus 15. 797. 7. That trade. Let me check this out real quick.
Do you think, dude?
And I'm gonna pull up that website for you, LLC University. Yeah, bro. If you go to this website right here, LLC University, LLCuniversity.com, you can select your state right here.
Okay.
You're in what state are you in again, bro? You're in
Philly.
Yeah, you're.
Oh yeah, I'm in PA. My bad.
Yeah. I was like, well, let's say it's Philly, and I was thinking real quick. But yeah, no, right here. Yeah, no, right here.
It tells funny. Give me a break.
Yeah, no, definitely, bro. But yeah, it tells you everything you need here, right? It'll tell you, how to set up your LLC, all that stuff right there. I don't know how it works over here. Like in California, I have an LLC, but it's taxed as an S corp. You get tax benefits that way. Usually there's like levels to it. Like usually if you expect to make a lot of money in California, you start to get taxed as an S corp so that you can make yourself an employee, and then you can start paying yourself a wage, and then you get to, you get taxed that way. So you don't have to pay taxes, self-employment tax. So it's a little better, but you usually do that when you know that you're going to start making some more money. But yeah, pretty much everything here is pretty much set out for you, depending on what you plan on doing here. It's pretty much the same thing because you just set up your LLC, you get your EIN. That's how you're going to get your bank account and your business credit card. And yeah, I think that's about it. I don't know any business licenses, taxes, stuff like that. But if you go here, pretty much put out, and then they got all the information right here as well for like the Secretary of State. Yeah, I think you could probably even I think you could just You could just follow right here. Actually, you just go on the Secretary of State website,
Mm-hmm.
and then it'd probably be under corporations. I don't know if you're under that. Oh man, I'm about to hit. Oh hey.
Oh yeah, it hit 4 TP. Oh, and it's dropping.
Ooh, bro, that was quick. Oh man,
Dang.
my bro, it went through my TP, didn't even trigger. I locked in 1,000 off that, bro.
Oh
Right now with you,
snap.
just like, bro, look at that. I locked in 1,160 with you right now.
That's
Oh
crazy.
man, I was with you, bro. Like you seen it happen.
Yeah,
Like
there you go.
together. There we go, man. So we had a good night. I'm glad we had the session.
There
Oh,
we
bro,
go.
it's still dropping, bro.
It's still dropping. Yeah, I was
Oh
thinking like,
wow,
damn, I should have taken off that TP.
yeah, that's crazy. I'm glad it didn't trigger my TP.
That's wow.
Oh, that's crazy. Look at that, man. Yeah, that's nuts.
There we
Yeah,
go.
bro. Yeah, but yeah, no, definitely. So like, if you want to look at that, I think you just go here, filing methods. Yeah, you can just file online if you wanted to. Yeah, you just sign.
Yeah, I just pulled that up actually.
Oh yeah, it's right here, bro. Exactly, LLC right here. I mean, yours is a little different, but it's the same thing. Like for in California, it's the same thing. Yeah, you just fill out this form here, put your information. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. Once you got that set up, then you'll get your EIN. When you want to set up your EIN, you just Google. You can just Google like EIN. It's an online thing, but you gotta do it during business hours because they're only. So you just Google EIN over here. There you go, EIN. Apply for EIN number, and then you just apply now. And this is free. Once you do this, it takes like a day or two. Once you do that, like you'll file for your company. You'll do your EIN right here, and then or you should probably go and read this out first because I'm not sure how it is in your state. Because if you could just file as a LLC as a S corp right away, because there's two differences. The LLC will protect you from legal problems. I mean, you don't really have legal problems because you're not really dealing with people, so you might not even need that. But like the LLC protects you from legal liability. The S corp gives you tax benefits, so they're kind of separate. But I'm not sure how it is in your state if they're together, because I know some states you just do one and they're both combined. So California wants to charge you, so they want to charge you for whatever they can. So they make you do two things when you could literally it's the same thing.
Right.
So, yeah, go ahead and check out this website, bro, and then just make sure you cover everything there.
Yeah, I'm on top of it. I'm already I pulled up the LLC in Pennsylvania page or whatever, and yeah, it's a wrap as far as I'm concerned.
Right, yeah, man. Once you get that all set up, get your business credit card, charge everything in your card, bro. Get a good accountant, get that all, get everything all situated, and then there you go, bro. That's how you build that.
Yeah, because I need that Model X, man.
Oh man, it's crazy. It's crazy because like when you met me, it was like Model X was like what I wanted. Now it's like I'm ready to move next level, bro. I gotta like I talked to my accountant last week, and he was like, I was like, all right, so what's next? And he was like, you can get a new car if you want. So I was like, man, I was looking at McLarens, bro. I really want to get a McLaren, so I might get that this year towards the end.
Yeah, I just passed by a McLaren. We have a McLaren dealership out here in PA. I passed by like a week ago. I was just thinking like, damn, those are some nice like machines right there, y'all.
Yeah, man, it's crazy because it used to seem so at a like unreachable, bro. But like, we're killing it, bro. Like you've seen what products we just made today. Like we made about 1,000 in a few minutes. Like, bro, if it's consistent like that, like how I've been doing every day, it's like it's not even out of the question. Like I could literally get whatever I want, and it's just it's like toys now, bro. Is it?
Yeah,
it's
that's not.
Yeah, and I'm trying to get everyone.
Soon. I'll be there soon. Best believe it.
Exactly, and I'm trying to get everybody on that same level. So it's like seeing everyone's profits. That's really the goal. There is really to get everybody on that next level too. So I'm excited, bro. It's gonna be a big year, especially with these scalp strategies, because these scalp strategies are so accurate. Where it's like it's just a rinse and repeat, bro. It's doing the same thing over and over every day. And yeah, man, I'm excited.
Yeah. Hey, it was nice making money with you, player.
All right, man. It's gonna be nice. Continue making money with you, bro.
Right.
It's gonna be a good time, man. Because the good thing about the market is it doesn't matter. Market could go up, market could go down. We're gonna find ways to win at this regardless. It's not gonna stop. Market's never gonna shut down, bro. It's like Starts get shut down, Amazon gets shut down, anything gets shut down, but these markets are always going to be up. So
Yeah.
so we'll be here. We'll be here and be
Dude,
pushing.
have you my bad, but have you been so I forgot, I haven't even been looking at it. Have you been looking at that the first signal for Asia lately?
We don't really mess with
Probably
it
not.
anymore. I mean, yeah, we don't really mess with it anymore because, like I was mentioning before, it doesn't really move as much. So it does hit sometimes, but the main problem with that is, bro, you might be holding on to that Asian entry for like,
Yeah.
I don't even know how long you'd be holding on to that. So like right here, this would have been the Asian entry right here, actually, this buy. So if you took this right here, it looks like it might have been, well, depending on what your TP stop loss is, if it was like 750, you would have taken an L off that.
Yeah.
So yeah, we don't really mess with that. I haven't really talked to anyone that messes with that anymore. We just use the scalps around that time now.
Yeah, got you. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, I don't see why. I was just curious because I haven't even looked at it myself.
Yeah, I back tested it a bit, and it wasn't. I mean, it was all right, but it wasn't really all that. You know, it wasn't something that I would want to go take. You know, it's kind of like, oh, if I see it, maybe, but it's not something where I'm like, oh, I need to take that trade.
Right, I dig it.
Yeah. But yeah, bro, you have any other questions or
no, we're good, bro. I mean, I feel like that's a nice tone or a nice, point to end it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro, man, I'm excited. Man. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for me. I'm excited for everybody, bro. It's gonna be it's crazy, man. This year is only like, it's only April, but I feel like we've been killing it like crazy this year.
Yeah, so it's gonna be an amazing year, man.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what happens like for the end of the year, because you know how we do the whole end of year results. I'm like, man,
yeah,
this year is gonna be way bigger than last year for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, bro.
All right, bro. It was good talking to you. You know, if you have any other questions, feel free to reach out. It is 420, so I got to get on your level, bro. I didn't realize it was 420 until you told me.
Let's go.
Oh, man, 100%. All right, bro. I'll talk to you soon. It's good talking to you. Yeah, just reach out if you got any questions.